Hi everybody, welcome to another community craft here at Spruce Grove Public Library. So the community craft program is one that we do during the summer where you sign up for a craft. We give you a craft kit that has all the supplies you need for the craft of the week, and then we meet with you on Google Meet or Google Hangouts and we show you how to do the craft. So if you weren't able to register for this week, don't worry, we have one more community craft event this summer. It's on August 6th. So go ahead and go to our website, sgpl.ca, and sign up for that, or send us an email and sign up for it, and you'll be able to do that craft when it comes. For this week, if you weren't able to make it, you can still do the craft following this video. Yay! You'll just need to provide the craft supplies, but don't worry, they're pretty easy. Here's what you're gonna need for your bird kite. So it is a kite that looks like a bird, and I think it is pretty cute and it works pretty well. So here's what you're gonna need to do the bird kite. You're going to need a sheet of construction paper, colored paper, regular paper, any paper you want. You're also going to need 3 strips of colored paper. Again, any type of paper works. And you can have more than 3. You can have them big, you can have them small. It really doesn't matter, it's up to you. These are going to be the feathers of your bird, and this is going to be the body of your bird. And then you're going to need an orange triangle cut out of paper for the beak of the bird. You're also going to need a glue stick or some white glue. You're going to need a pencil, a marker, a crayon, something that you can use to draw with. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need some string for the string of your kite, and you're going to need a stapler. If you don't have a stapler, you can use glue or tape, but I think the stapler works the best. Step number 1, take your paper and fold it in half so the short sides are touching and the paper is fat. So it's a hamburger fold, not a hot dog fold. And you're gonna fold it as nicely as you can. Crease it, so press down the fold so that it looks like that. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to point the paper so that the fold is pointing to the table. Then you're going to take the top left corner and you're going to bring it down, just one of them, you're going to bring it down to lightly touch the fold, just like that. So this is the corner of the paper and it's just touching the very bottom of the fold. And you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side, and you want them to be touching more or less the same spot, just because that's easier to staple. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your stapler, you're going to find where all of the paper kind of meets all 4 of the layers, and you're going to staple it all together so that it stays in this cool airplane-y shape. And you don't want to press these down, you don't want to squish them, because this is how the air catches and lifts it up. So the air goes into these holes and lifts up the wings. Next thing you're going to do is you are going to take your 3 strips of paper and you're going to cut them using your scissors into feather shapes. So this is how I normally do it, but feel free to do it however you would like. You can tear the paper if you want. You can cut it into a wacky shape, whatever. But this is the way that I like to do it. So I start at the bottom, in the middle of the paper, and I cut out to the side, and then I go back to the top of the paper, and I cut that into a point as well. And then I flip it over, and I do the same thing on the other side, so that I have this feather shape or a teardrop shape kind of thing. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other 2 pieces of paper. And the cool part about this is birds have all different types of feathers, so every one of your feathers could look different, and that's totally cool. And if you want to make your feathers colored and you like draw pictures on them, that's sweet. Or if you cut little tiny ruffles on them, it's great, it's all good. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your feather that you want to be in the middle, and you're gonna take your glue stick, and you're going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of the feather, the middle feather. So right, if this is the bottom of your feather, you're just gonna put a little bit of glue on the bottom. Okay, and you might get some glue on your fingers, don't worry about it, it washes off super easy. Now I'm gonna put a little more glue, going up a little higher. Now you're gonna take your 2 other feathers and you're going to stick them onto the feather that has the glue, and you're gonna make them point out just a little bit. So this is where the glue is. I put the feather right there. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just like that. So now I have this cool triangle sort of thing. Okay? Now, if you are using white glue, make sure to let it dry before you start putting on so much glue that it doesn't dry. Now you're gonna take your glue stick and you're gonna take your bundle of feathers and you're going to put the glue where the bundle meets, so at the pointy part of your triangle, and you're gonna put it on both sides. So there's glue on this side and there's glue on this side. Once that's glued, you slide it into the back of your paper airplane shape. So this is the front, the pointy part, and this is the back, the big part. And you're gonna slide it in between the 2 wings, and then you're going to pinch so that the glue sticks. And there are your feathers. Next thing you're gonna do is pretty much the same, but it's with your triangle, your orange triangle. So you're gonna take your orange triangle, find whatever part you want to be the bottom of your triangle. So I'm gonna choose this part right here. So this is the triangle, this is the bottom. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom, on both sides. So it's not all over the triangle, it's just on the bottom, and it's just a little bit so that it'll peek out like the feathers. So once you have that glued, you're going to slide it into the front. So this is the front of the bird, and you're gonna slide it all the way to the bottom, and then you're going to pinch, and you should still have some orange peeking out because that's the beak. Okay, so pinch so it's sticky. Guess what? We're almost done. The next thing we're gonna do, there's thunder, is take our marker or our pencil or our pen, whatever we're using, and you're going to draw an eye on the big sheet of paper right behind the beak. And your eye can look like however you want. It could be a circle with another circle inside, it could be a dot, it could be a closed eye. It is entirely up to you. You could give your bird some eyebrows, some eyelashes, a smile, whatever you want. Oh, my bird is coming undone. I'm gonna put a little more glue. The feathers are coming off. Probably didn't pinch it hard enough. So I'm gonna pinch, just like that, to get them to stay. We're so close to being done. The next thing you're gonna do is you are going to take your hole puncher, which I didn't mention before. I'm sorry, I need to grab mine too. Take your hole puncher and you're going to punch a hole right behind where the staple is. So this is the staple here, and I'm gonna put the hole right about here, so kind of where my finger is. Okay, punch, and there's the hole right there. So now you're gonna take your string and you're going to thread the string through the hole that you just made, and then you're gonna tie it in a knot, and you're not gonna pull the string very far through because you want the string to be long. So just a little bit of the ways through the hole, and then tie a knot, and tie a knot again. 2 knots is usually good, but you could do 2 to 4 knots so that it stays. And guess what? You are all done your bird kite. So you can fly it around, bring it outside if it's a windy day, make it do tricks. Super fun craft. Have fun. Send us a picture of your final craft if you want, and enjoy. See you next time. Bye.